Douglas, payback time. Atriox, I remember you ragdoll.
Jaune, let's go.
As the horde of Spartans met fist to fist with the brutes. Unbeknownst to them, a sentinel was around recording the battle. And the scene moved to Excalibur, who's at the slip space nexus. Librarian, is it done? Excalibur, yes, the sentinels are recording the entire war. Librarian, I hope this would be a great wake-up call to Remnant to stop fighting amongst themselves and finally put an end to their own common enemy. And finally reach for the stars. Meanwhile, all over Remnant they were all watching. Sergeant Forge was assigned to defend Mantle and Atlas along with his Marines and ODSTs. Then they were assaulted by Grimm.
F Marines, sir. Grimm are coming from everywhere. Forge, get in your grizzly now.
Well, crush him easy. As he boards a Colossus. Then Forge lead a stalwart defense as he showed Remnant what Marines specialize in. Meanwhile, Vale. Marine, sir, another wave of Grimm is headed this way.
Johnson, show them what we got.
The UNSC constructed numerous combat bunkers to stave off any more Grimm assaults. But that's one of the only additions to the kingdoms who have their support. Johnson, alright, get the Mantis division to break them up. Menagerie was also being harassed by the Grimm as more came through the hollow tunnels near their unexplored territories, but Menagerie was also being harassed by the Grimm as more came through the hollow tunnels near their unexplored territories, but Menagerie had a contingent of ODSTs dropping in to protect them. The Faunus cheered the UNSC as they shielded them from the invading beasts.
Buck, Helljumpers, give them hell.
Helljumpers, Aurora. As they rushed the grim horde undaunted. The whole world of Remnant was watching as the UNSC and Swords of Sangelios fought hard and died well. Back to the resolute defiance. The Spartans was having a throwdown with the brutes as Noble Team and Wildcat was currently engaged with Escarum. As Red and Blue Team were fighting Atriox. Omega Team and the IVs were dealing with the rest of the ship. Jorge was in a stalemate with Escarum as they were both gripping each other's hands as Carter went in with a tackle. Escarum picked Carter up by the waist and threw him towards Cat as she caught him. June threw a knife that embedded into a gap in Escarum's shoulder armor plating. Six then jumped and punched him in the nose as Jorge spun and caught Escarum in a grab and suplexed him. Then Team Wildcat jumped at the same time and all members punched him in the face simultaneously. Meanwhile, Atriox used his mace and gravity pulled Jerome to him and smacks him to the floor. As Alice went in with a shotgun, but it got slapped away as Atriox grabbed her by his free hand and used her to block an incoming swing from Douglas.
Alice, oof. Douglas, sorry Alice.
Alice will remember that. as he threw her to him as he catches her. Then a fist came from his blind side as it makes contact with his face, making him let go. As Jaune went in for a multiple strike to his abdomen, Atriox punched him that grabs him by his neck and held him in place. Then he threw Chief up in the air as he then punches Sam in the chest, sending him to a wall. Fred tried to take a shot, but Atriox wasn't having it as he picked up debris on the floor and threw it at him, knocking his weapons out of his hands. Kelly and Linda tried to rush him, but as Jaune fell down, he grabbed him by his leg and used the Chief as a makeshift club and batted the two Spartans away. As he looks to Chief and Beacon.
Son, yes. That's how it feels.
Blake slaps him.
Blake, not the time, son.
Jaune Arc?
He's gonna feel that in the morning.
Then he stood up like nothing happened, rolling his shoulder.
Atriox, what? How are you still standing?
Jaune, I took a beating from 3 Spartans all at once. You think your punches even hurt? Please, it's just a love tap. He then used his grapple shot as he was flying towards Atriox. Before he could react, Douglas caught him in a full Nelson. Then Master Chief wound up. He gave the mother of all Spartan punches and knocks Atriox off the ground and sent him flying towards the wall. The other brutes cringe at the sight. Jaune, now that's a real punch. Remnant. Hazel, I don't want to fight him. What's wet his pants? Tyrion was giggling if he could really take on the legend. As Salem watches silently. Atlas. The people from both societies cheered. Valley. The streets erupt with applause. Mistral. We're all celebrating. Back to the fight.
Jaune, it's over.
I'm sick of these wars. Just get out of here and piss on the Covenant. Leave us out of it. Escarum picked up Atriox as he mumbles. Atriox, all right, I'll just do that. I hope I can.
Get a rematch.
Jaune, I hope you come back as a good person next time. Escarum, all remaining banished, we are through here. The humans won, and we will never threaten them again. Arbiter then appeared next to Jaune and offered him a hand to stand up. Arbiter, the winner by trial through combat is the Master Chief. The entire armies all yelled happily. The war between the banished was over in 10 minutes. In slip space.
Atriox, let's come back.
One day and have a friendly match. Escarum, those Spartans are not prey, they're equals. Now the final issue is the remnants of the Forerunner AI's failure.